Sorry, I just want to quickly. I want to do kind of a. Do I know what kind of gas I was exposed to? So I want to think about whether I know that.
You can roll to try and
Okay, so I've got 8 for mental, 10 for no, 8 for no, and well, actually, I might be able to step that up. Hold on, step up. No, I can't. Okay. No, okay.
Is Billy stepping out of his room?
8 for mental, 8 for
I will be.
No, and can I get a
whatever.
treat for that as well?
Treat, and do you have a distinction? I believe that applies here too.
Yes. Well, okay. That's just for when I treat wounded, though. It's not.
That's the check mark. In general, you can also use that 8 that goes next to your distinctions when they apply to a situation.
Okay, so I am. So what am I? So I'm rolling 3 8s, 4 8s.
Yep. Or you could step that 8 down to a 4 and take a plot point. That's how that plot point
Okay, that's what I'll do.
works.
I'll do 3 8s and a 4 then.
Yep, that's how that plot point works.
Okay. Okay, 1 plot point, 3 8s and a 4. Let's do this.
I figured this was a situation where you guys could see how your distinctions. Oh God,
that's not good. That's also not good.
If he gets 2 more,
what is going on?
Oh my God! Chaz just turned into Jerry. Oh.
Okay, so I don't know what the gas is obviously still effective.
It's gas.
It's the state between liquid and solid.
Yeah. You know that it was an airy form of something, but you couldn't identify it as more than colored air.
Are you okay? Cool.
You're still a little bit out of it from the whole collapsing unconscious. A little bit groggy there.
I think that as I take it, Billy, you're gonna walk out now.
Well, yeah, I stumble out with my tools and I'm rubbing the cheek that you slapped me on and be like, who's the son of a bitch decided to slap me in the face?
As you do, I kind of shift over to Chaz Laserstorm and point my gun at you, so I'm kind of like sneaking my way over to his side. It's like, yeah, we got this guy, So,
all right. So I'm gonna use some basic logic here. You two are here, unless one of you two is the son of a bitch that locked me in here, which I doubt at this point. We are all in this together, so please don't point your pointy fiery death machines at me. You can point them somewhere else. Point them at the motherfucker who's destroying us right now, who's locked us in here.
I'm still trying to figure out where
I'm still just kind of wandering around, looking around as we're in the room to try to kind of take in as this is
I'm going to holster my gun while he does that, and I'm going to say, by the way, the courtesy of slapping you in the face was all mine.
Suddenly he's become Texan from being
Yeah.
The courtesy of slapping you in the face was all mine. You could drop the accent. I mean, I do the accent for the ladies, but
So now I'm gonna say, well,
for people I don't know.
There were 4 mirrors. Where's the 4th guy?
You can
I
see.
went in to check on him. I think he's dead.
You think or you know?
Well, maybe maybe that would have been good information to tell me immediately. And I go over to our recently deceased friend.
All right.
Recently deceased.
You, with your background, automatically know that he's breathing and has a pulse. You know how to check for very shallow breathing and a pulse.
Right.
Yeah. So he's alive.
Okay.
I know how to stop those things. I don't know how to make those things happen.
So I want to I want to diagnose. I want to triage. I want to see what's wrong with him.
Distinction, treat, and knowledge.
No. Okay, so I get to step up my because I failed my knowledge last time, or I get to step up my mental because I failed my knowledge roll last time. So that's going to be a 10, an 8, and a 6, I believe.
Yep.
Right. No, I'm sorry, a 10, an 8, and an 8.
And your distinction too applies here.
Right. Oh yeah,
so another 6 as well.
So, yeah,
10, 8, 8, 8.
So what did I say? 10,
10, 8, 8, 6.
10, 8, 8, 6. Let's do this. No ones.
Nice.
God damn it. 11.
11's good. You can bring him back to consciousness. It's
Great.
You diagnose him as having a moderate concussion.
Okay, I just slap him in the face really hard.
A severe concussion.
Are we going to call it the slap?
No, it's we read each other. It's the slap happy. The SS slap happy.
Slap happy.
Wait,
someone's going to challenge someone to a duel.
Who knew I would be GMing the Three Stooges edition?
Does Reginald get another concussion complication?
If you actually slapped him, no, it just gets stepped up.
Okay, I slap him in the face and to wake up.
Oh, it's a D8 complication. Now you can thank. All right, you
What a dick.
You definitely come to.
Well, he has a concussion. How do we wake up people with a concussion?
And then
we
proceed-
Hit him in the
slap them.
face.
Yeah, you knew he had a concussion, then slapped him.
How the hell else was I gonna wake him up?
Gently shake him.
Guys,
Hey, buddy.
I only went to medical school for a couple years. Like, my knowledge is limited.
So you wake up and Reginald, you immediately wake up and puke all over him.
Sorry about that, but that was a very good bad idea. Have you seen a snow globe?
Can I hear him say that was a very good bad idea? Am I close enough or?
Yeah, you're close enough to hear them say it. He didn't say he was whispering it.
Before he has the chance to say, "Have you seen a snow globe?" I interject with, "Well, you know what they say. Every bad idea is a good story in the end." There.
So after throwing up, you can hear a smart ass in the middle room there. So
I'm just wait. Okay, so hold on. I want to do a notice to see whether I see a snow globe.
all right, you can do a notice check,
Okay.
and so can you, Reginald. You can take a notice.
All right. So is that
With what, my minus D8?
is that
No,
that
that-
mental at a notice?
That's if
Just
I'm
notice?
rolling against you.
Okay.
That minus will come into play with me rolling against you for certain things. So
Is that a mental and a notice, or is just notice?
mental and notice.
Okay. So an 8 and a 4.
Oh, that makes it easy.
All right, a 7.
Reginald, you're still concussed. That one isn't going to be a complication, but it's going to be enough that you don't know where it is. And you see where it is. And it's...
Okay, I go pick it up and smack. No, I'm kidding.
Smack him in the face with it.
Just-
Oddly enough, the explosion didn't destroy the snow globe.
All right.
This is a very tough
I'm
snow
pretty
globe.
pissed, but I just point at it.
Covered.
Thank you.
I just point at it. I don't say anything. I just point at it.
I crawl over to it because right now I'm still in ungodly amounts of pain.
All right, you can crawl over to your snow globe and cradle it lovingly.
I put it in.
The
somewhere
water's
in my
out of it,
jacket.
though. No water in it now. It's empty, but it's still not broken.
Yeah, I can fix the plug later. Yeah, you see me shake it and look at the bottom,
Yep.
and then I put it away and I crawl out. By the way, Reginald Woodruff, and I stand up and I dust myself off.
Little shaky there.
Yeah, my vest is crooked. And Reginald Woodruff, I'm guessing you're not the one who trapped us here.
I just walk away. I go back to my. Is the room? Are the rooms?
They're
clear to
still
the
open.
gas?
Yeah, there's no gas. They're open.
I go back to my room and like there's a sink right there.
Yep.
And some water. I'm gonna clean myself off.
Okay.
I stumble out the door.
Over the remaining speakers that are left that haven't been disassembled or blown up. In the center room, mostly. Well, gentlemen, I see that you have met each other finally. The camera pans over, looking at each of you. I do apologize for what needed to be done here. I didn't think you would take the test so Severely.
You tried to zap us.
Is that a joke? Are you trying to make a pun out of my name?
Yeah, you can forget ever coming to any of my shows ever again.
Your shows are not of consequence to the bigger things that are going on.
Yeah, well, you say that now.
And your
Like
name...
locking us into rooms, having one gentleman blow himself halfway to hell, and have two gentlemen with guns in a what is this? A dog fighting ring? A cockfighting ring? Just sitting here and have us kill each other for no reason?
Look at the boards.
Are you calling me a cock?
Look, I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm not comfortable fighting our cocks.
I just, oh, god damn.
You just hear silence for a few moments after that phrase.
I look at what. All right,
Gentlemen,
which one of you is saying
the electrical
is,
shocks were nothing more than a light stun baton or taser would ever do.
It blew up a room.
That was not us. And the camera pans over to Reginald and just sort of does this. Like,
Right.
no. It just goes
you-
no, back and forth.
Did you blow yourself up?
I try to short out the floor.
With
It
what?
really shorted the computer terminal.
You, oh my god.
Right now, even I know that's not a
My
smart
head is
idea.
either hurting because of the stupidity of that idea, or it's hurting because of the gas. I'm going to say probably both at this point.
I'm a pilot. I make ships land. I fly them. I take them off. I
Well-
don't get out of locked rooms.
Remind me never
Alright.
to leave you alone with a battery and high voltage cables. That's a bad idea.
All right, I'm gonna say to the speaker so you've put me in a room full of idiots. What do you want from us?
Simple. Look at the boards. Despite the fact that it was unorthodox, Reginald managed to get out of the room sooner. Now, thinking outside the box...
Technically, he didn't get out of the room until he got out of the room last.
The brash one
He's
is
blown up in the back of the corner.
Had
I
we
like
not
the way I'm thinking
opened
that
the doors,
I
he
was
likely
the
would have...
first out of the room.
We will not squabble about semantics, gentlemen. We have ranked you as we have decided.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean,
However, it may not
If
speak
we're
so
gonna be
highly of
particular-
him as he was willing to escape and leave the rest of you to die. We did say that was going to happen, even though we lied.
obviously didn't happen because I'm awesome.
I'm with the fancy sounding man. Let's not put the idiot who almost killed himself in charge.
Jesus. Gentlemen.
It's a
Camera pans
legitimate
back and
concern.
These are simply
I walk
our
over
rankings.
to Chaz Laserstorm, offer him a hand, and say, Seamus Callahan.
And I shake his hand. I said, "Well, of course you already know who I am."
Haven't got
Gentlemen, these are
faintest
simply
clue, my man.
simply our ranking systems that we have decided internally for future involvement.
Excuse, we're having a conversation here. So if you could just shut up. Thank you.
Your floor
Come on,
shocks you
don't
just a
know
little
the
bit.
Chaz Laserstorm of the Osiris Laserstorms, the greatest magician in all of the verse.
The camera pans over to you,
Now, I've spent
and you feel just a
I spent
small
most of my
shock.
I spend most of my time defending my home.
Wait, I think Grakees
This is in earthy. Go for it, Jim.
Oh, it happened. It's small shock
I
on your
didn't-
feet.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said the camera panned over, and you felt a small shock just jolt you while you were in the middle of interrupting the voice.
Okay.
And then it did it to Seamus, too.
All right. I giggle.
I point my gun at
I'm
the
gonna have to use a
camera.
lot more voltage to get.
I point my gun at the camera.
Gentlemen, these are simply our internal rankings, and if you had actually thought outside the box, wood does not conduct electricity. Why did you not stand outside the box and use it at the terminal? This is why.
Kind of stupid. It's outside.
Hold on.
That would be on top of the box.
And yeah, inside.
Outside.
Outside you
Makes
get
no
down.
sense.
It's phrasing.
I'm gonna be honest here.
I don't know. I have a
think
different
playing
definition of what
games,
phrasing is.
My interest is to get the hell out of here and never see your or hear your ridiculous voice again. So my goal was more getting the hell out of here. I thought maybe I could get out of here through that.
Well, getting out of here will happen. Never seeing us again, you may not want that to be a part of this. Remember that gas? Let's just say it's an insurance policy to keep you returning when needed.
Okay, can I do another no check to see if I know what gas it is?
Yeah, you can do it again since it was brought up.
Right.
Now your head's a little more clear.
Yeah, and that with that further clue. All right, so it's an 8. An 8, 3 8s and a 4. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
If you D4 it to take another point.
Okay. I'm clearing up now. S- 16.
And are you going to roll your distinction as a 4? You said?
Well, I'm only going to take the top 2, so it doesn't. Oh, I do have to do that, don't I?
Yeah.
In case I get a 1. Oh, well,
Holy crap!
Damn.
Okay.
All right.
Whole man's crit.
Yeah, because all right, there is no critical system
Yeah, I know.
in this. However, because he did beat the difficulty and he beat it by 5 or more, he does get a big damn hero die on this one.
Boom.
But wait,
So-
how many does he get to
How do you denote
roll
that?
for?
What was that?
How do you denote a big damn hero dice?
Big damn hero, you just denote it as an extra die of the difficulty level that you beat with the biggest die.
Okay.
So for this, it'd be an extra D8 if you want to throw it at a time for a point.
Okay, so I'll just.
So you just have a
put it-
D8
Mark,
sitting
you have
off to
one
the
of those.
side.
Cool.
All right, sweet.
Takes a point to use
So-
it, but it comes in for free basically. It's decent.
So
Okay.
he rolled a 16 then, right? Because you get to
Yeah.
keep 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he rolled a 16. All right, you know that there's been, especially knowing of the Alliance and everything going on, with that knowledge, you know that there's been some experimental drugs lately in the works to have people comply with the situation as necessary. They've been testing
Okay.
many, many, many different forms of drugs.
Oh, okay. So I say to the speakers, oh, so you used some mind control gas on us. That's cute.
We do what is necessary to look out for the larger situation at work.
Great. A greater good.
Is
hate
there any
those
way that I can
speeches.
roll to find out if this is going to be effective on me, considering it was only a partial inhale?
Well,
You don't know
that.
enough.
Grakees,
you just
No,
know
because
you
I know
inhaled
that I
it.
decided to hold my breath before the gas got anywhere close.
But the complication made it so you inhaled some, so you wouldn't know how much you inhaled specifically.
Yeah, but
quick question though,
Can I
Grakees. Do I
find
know
out?
the exact? Do
you
I know
need
the
to have like a
exact
full
gas?
lungful?
You
Or...
don't know the exact gas. You just know that there's been a few dozen series
Right.
of
Okay.
gases out there that have been worked on recently.
Got you. Okay. Cool.
Now, gentlemen, this is why we brought you all together originally. There's a small situation where a formula is in the hands of someone it really should not be. And we need to procure this formula quickly before things get too out of control and massive, massive damage is done to untold populations.
All right. Before I before I ask about what you need us to do, how long have we been in here? Because I'm really sure that my promoter is going to be pissed if I've missed shows.
You haven't missed any shows. We delayed them for you. And you will be compensated. Don't worry.
All right, well, that works.
My only question is...
He mentioned, by the way, the Osiris, right? The Osiris.
I'm from Osiris, yeah. What about it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm saying he mentioned it in speech. He's mentioned that, right, Chaz?
Yes, he did. He called himself Chaz Laserstorm of the Osiris Laserstorms.
Okay. So, would I know him? Should I do a roll to see if I've actually heard of him?
The name of his family is large enough you would know of the family name on Osiris.
I don't know if I would know him. I said I didn't.
All right.
You wouldn't. Seamus wouldn't.
All right. I go, something like oh, great. Rich boy. With referencing to Chaz. So I've got a rich boy, I got a crazy man, and I got a suicidal guy. What are we going to be doing that requires all three of these wonderful, wonderful teammates of mine?
We need you to find the location of this laboratory. It is somewhere here on Ariel.
I turn to the camera and I say, now, you obviously know who we are. You've done your research. So you know that I have a code of honor and my word is my bond. Did you really have to put me in that tiny room over there?
Let's just say the testing needed to be completed properly.
All right. I'm getting sick and tired of standing around this room, so I'm going to ask, what's the name of this guy? What's the name of this professor? You got to give us information if we're going to find this idiot.
You are looking for Lee Han of Lee Incorporated.
Lee of Lee. All right. Can I do a no?
Yes.
Just see if I know.
Lee Incorporated or Han Incorporated?
Lee. I said the name properly. Lee's the family name.
Do we all just want to do a roll so we can?
Yeah, you can all do your rolls.
We all know.
We're rolling just a no, correct?
No and mental.
Okay, so D6.
And if you have any no special stuff, nope, this wouldn't be the Alliance. It's a separate corporation. If you have anything that's like no. Well, Reginald throws up again. I think it.
I got a 9.
6.
Okay. Both Billy and Chaz have a general idea of where this corporation is. It's in a major entertainment district. You know of them as, and I was giving an internal bonus to Chaz on this, they're promoters. They have an office for promoting. So they have major offices for doing a lot of promoting and stuff, but they've recently used that money to branch out their corporation into...
Right, so they're an entertainment corporation?
An entertainment corporation that has now stepped outside and created a branch that is doing medical research as a charity.
Right, sure they are.
They wanted to use all their funds for that.
And so I know that. I know that they've recently branched out.
Yes.
I don't know this. Why am I filling this out on my info sheet?
You don't know this. No.
Billy
would know this. And
guys,
Billy knows
like one of the
that
biggest...
they're...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do you share this
Gonna
information?
say, Billy, you know that they're the entertainment one. Chaz, you know all of what I just said.
Okay.
Because
I'm gonna relay all of this information to everybody now. These guys are huge promoters, but they recently, and everybody kind of thought it was weird. They recently branched out into medical, like drugs stuff, and for charity. We all kind of thought that was a little bit strange, but I know where their office is. But I'm gonna guess that's probably not where we gotta go. But that might be a place to start.
Yep.
Better than nothing.
Okay. So I say to the the speaker, so you're going to let us out and do our job, or are you just going to let us sit in here and rot?
You just needed to ask. A door opens up in the far corner. Leads to an elevator. Do you guys decide to use the elevator?
Mm-hmm. I get in the elevator.
Reggie, after you.
Thank you. By the way, who the hell are you all?
We probably should introduce ourselves. We're gonna be.
He's completely whacked. He's not gonna remember anyway.
Who?
Reginald's not. This guy isn't gonna remember anything. So.
Well.
For those of you who are going to remember, I'm Seamus Callahan.
Yeah, you've said this a couple times. I get it, Seamus.
So, Chat. I assume. Well, you probably don't know anything right now because you're whacked out of your mind. But I'm Chaz Laserstorm, famous magician, greatest magician in the entire verse.
Laserstorm.
Flashlights.
Would Reggie know me, Grakees, or know of the name or the Laserstorm name at least?
Where is it Reginald's from again?
Central World of Albion.
Nope.
Doesn't ring a bell, but I thank you for the help.
Yeah, and by the way, so what's your name again?
Reginald Woodruff. Sorry for throwing up on you in the middle of last time.
You're gonna owe me a new wardrobe, and this shit costs like lots of money, so you better start saving up.
I take a look at your clothes. We need a better planet than wherever the hell we are, but okay.
All right. Then we're good. We're good. After you, out the door, and I kind of like step back and
make sure he doesn't throw up on you again.
I know. I want to see what happens and make sure that I don't get caught, like in case they zap him or like.
Nope. Nothing's happening.
I just offhandedly mentioned William Severe. Friends call me Billy. Just call me Billy.
Pleasure to meet you, Billy.
Who's the last one into the elevator?
I'm the last one in the elevator.
Okay, a pit of acid opens. I'm just kidding.
Son of a bitch! No!
I'd like to use a physical test to see if I can jump into the elevator last second.
Oh, you actually want to?
No,
try
he was joking.
No. I was
please do it. I'd love to see that happen and go so wrong.
Wait, how?
I'll roll the D10 for the physical, but
lost leg complication
in the
and the D8 for survive. So yes, we're in the elevator.
Oh, down at the bottom there in the window?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter. But...
Down at the bottom where?
Well, you just changed your name.
Oh, yeah,
to Seamus. I was just wondering how you did that.
You go to the cog.
Go to the cog at the top right, and then just change the display name.
All right, sweet.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So in this section, I'm going to switch the overlay back to this one because there is no map for this. Now it's all done by Pretty Voice.
Pretty voice.
Yep, for right now. So as you enter the elevator, it's a standard elevator. Takes you up. The only difference is, no, there's no music. It's just quiet. It seems to be taking a lot longer than you would expect, though. Oh, Jesus, that just threw off the window. Yeah, that works. That still works. But that pushed everything off on my OBS. Thanks.
Works for me. Yeah. Well, that's the way Chaz rolls, you know.
Chaz doesn't conform to your windows.
And I'm speaking in character because Chaz talks about himself in the third person occasionally.
I figured he did. Yeah. Yes. So you exit. But you don't exit out of a typical building. Instead, you exit into a back alley off of a major street.
Okay.
So there's tall buildings around you. They look like you would expect on any Central World. They're polished. They've got gleaming stone, metal, glass. The streets are all teeming with people, typical Central planet where very well dressed, nothing dusty or dirty or really all that worn out. You can tell that these people have better means than a lot of the worlds that you may have been to.
All right.
I make an under-breath comment about how easy these rich people have it. Because I've always been the person who has to protect those who do not have the money to afford their own protection. So I don't really like I don't really like rich people.
Okay. Can we go to the Laser Storm penthouse to devise a plan?
You don't have a
There's Laser
penthouse
Storm
here.
Penthouse?
Wow. Well, things have changed since since I was here last time.
Is there a clothing store around here?
That's actually a good question because I need to get some new clothes.
There is indeed a clothing store that you can find rather easily.
Fantastic.
You use
Mr.
the directory.
Laserstorm, what's your size?
All right. Yeah.
And
so you're
using
gonna
the
get me some new
directory that
stuff.
you see that you are in fact on Ariel.
Cool.
Size. I would assume that a man of Laserstorm's stature does not have a size, but everything is custom.
Yes,
Well,
but
you
to
would
get
be
him clean
correct,
clothes right now.
All right.
No,
So,
he's
you know?
decently cleaned up now from the sink and stuff.
Yeah.
Though you could still, if you really want to make a trip, yeah, that's not a problem.
All
I
right.
need new clothes too.
Can we just
So-
do it? Can we just do like a quick I go to the what?
Yes, sir. How can
clothes
we? That's disgusting. Come.
So I have actually this work because I have a place on Ariel.
What happened to you?
I go for so the dude knows me.
Oh, you have one of the. Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Laserstorm. Another one of the ladies' party do hard. I take it, sir.
I wish it was that easy, Terrence. I wish it was that good, but no. This fuck over here threw up on me when I woke him up. I'm gonna need
Partying with
head
men
to toe.
now.
I'm feeling a little.
Branching out.
Yeah. No. Just long story, Terrence, but we're
I see.
head to toe. Need new stuff. Feeling-
We
kinda
have
make sure
another
that
one
I'm
of your
standing
spare
next to him,
suits. We
pretending
do
he's
know. We know about the pyrotechnics accident that happened last time you visited, and we always keep a spare on hand for you now.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
And you all
I go
witness this and hear about pyrotechnics, but you have no context.
Yeah.
So,
I told you not to talk about that anymore, Terrence.
I look extremely
My apologies.
confused.
I pick out some little bit better clothes. Does anyone need anything while we're here?
Food.
Different store. Later.
Do they have ties at this store?
they do have ties. They have all
I
sorts
find
of
another
different ties.
black tie, just a simple black tie, and just grab it so that I'm going to purchase that.
Okay.
I go to the guy on the register, add it to the rest of the clothes.
Yes, sir. And place your
Probably get
fingerprint
some new
here.
clothes
To,
yourself there, pilot, Mr. Blown Up, half charged.
place your.
I hold up a hanger.
Wears smelling like a latrine pilot.
Guys,
I
I don't,
literally
I,
hold up
I,
a hanger with my outfit, except it's clean clothes.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys want to be buying too many things here.
I walk up to the cashier.
Just saying.
I tell him charge this account, and I give him the number for my trust account.
He looks over at the screen and goes, "Is there anything else, sir? We have a very large selection. Would you gentlemen like more anything? More anything?
Good.
Really? I
Good,
mean,
but thank you.
please.
Unless you carry tactical vests.
We do
no.
indeed.
Okay.
We have them.
Tactical vest.
We have all the possible clothing necessary. We have the section for the Alliance military units. We have the section for the Alliance police units. We have the standard wear of the corporate businessman. We have the custom wear that we can have stitched up quite quickly. We have the equipment in the back. So it is a rather large selection shop that can do any sort of specialty work, as Chaz knows, because he needs very special clothes.
Do I look like the kind of man who wears Alliance-style clothing?
You should.
Oh. So you have a problem with... Here's the clothes that you had requested, now get out. and they direct you to the door. They just wave off the fact that your account, Reginald, showed on screen what it did, and they did not like that line.
Did we see? Did we get to see the account, or was it just?
It would be behind the screen that you saw the reaction to the account. Definitely, like it was that moment of okay, yeah, not a pro. Ho ho ho.
As we're apologizing for my friend, as we're going out, I apologize for my new acquaintance.
Wait, they're kicking me out too?
Everyone, him saying what he did, it's high tension. It seems around here
because of Seamus, right?
Because I said that I'm not the kind of person who wears Alliance clothes.
The mannerism in which he said that, and it's very high tension right now. I
take my tie and I walk out.
I apologize for my friends. For my new acquaintance. I think 20% would be an appropriate gratuity. Please add it to the total.
Yes, sir. Just pick your friends more wisely.
Terrence, let's. What the hell, man? Kicking me out?
Chaz, you're welcome back without him. And they're, he's looking over at Seamus. Just.
Oh, I stare him dead in the eye, like Luigi Death Stare style stare.
Seamus, I recommend we have our clothes, we leave, let Chaz get his. I believe Billy said he was hungry.
Food.
I keep the stare, and all I say is, just because I don't like the way that the Alliance dresses their soldiers doesn't mean I have anything against the Alliance. And I just walk out the store. Like, he knows I'm lying, but I walk out the store.
Oh, he does? Roll a notice.
Well, I'm very obviously lying, right?
Yeah.
So I have to roll a notice.
You were staring at him. The others can too, but they're going to have a more difficult time.
Where's my character sheet? There's my character sheet.
Notice.
I'll roll it.
Notice, I have a D4. Oh, God.
Well, it's your mental as well.
Roll 1D4 plus 1D6. Oh, God, I rolled another 1. Oh.
So I rolled a 6. Did I notice anything?
You didn't. Chaz did.
I didn't roll.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't roll.
That's a previous
No,
roll?
I didn't roll. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not even bothering.
Reginald, did you roll at all?
Nope. I don't care. I'm specifically walking out the door.
Okay, you're getting the hell out of there? All right, Seamus, you have complication. Alliance security tail.
No.
That's a D6 as well?
Alliance security tell?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yep. Yeah, you didn't notice this, but he was pressing a silent alarm, which also recorded the situation, and Seamus got himself a security tail, specifically on Seamus, so yes. He has that complication right now.
So
we're out. Clothes. I'm good.
All right, so we're outside now?
Yes, you're outside the store.
Okay,
Mr.
I say,
Lazy.
gentlemen, I wish I could say that it was a pleasure, but I think at this point I am just going to say goodbye, and I start to walk away.
I grab onto him before he leaves and say, we're all in this mess together. I have no idea what's going to happen if you leave this little band of heroes we got here, miscreants, whatever you want to call us. But you are going to come with us, Mr. Fancy Pants.
We're free. I have shit to do.
We all
I'm
have
leaving.
shit to do. We have to deal with this problem right now. Now, I'm not about to be turned inside out for some experiment.
I'm sorry. So, why are we even listening to these people?
Did you forget the incident with the gas?
What about it?
Also, Grakees, I realized that when I was talking about the Alliance clothing, I could have referenced the old security badge from my dad's space station. My dad's old badge, the little pin.
Yeah.
But that's one of my signature assets.
But you didn't.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
So, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, the sooner that I figure out what the hell they hit us with, the sooner I can find a cure for it and not worry about it again.
Think of it this way. They were able to take me, not on the planet. They were able to take you, a higher profile figure, without us knowing.
That happens more often than you'd think.
Then you need better security or a better pilot.
I go to hand him a business card. That basically says Seamus Callahan, private security.
All right. Well, I like.
They also took
for the people who need it at a
Seamus
fair price.
Yeah, absolutely. All
Right,
right, we might be able to work out it.
Speaking of security,
I spend most of my time. I spend most of my time out in the frontier worlds. Would that be a problem?
As long as you're paying the fair wage, I go wherever I'm needed.
All right. Well, yeah. I think we'll be able to work out an agreement. Do you like magic?
God. Listen.
I think I prefer credits. If that's what you're getting at.
Well, no,
I'm not going to argue with you leaving, except for the fact that I don't want to end up on a slab because you decided that it would be a good idea to abandon this stupid idea of a mission. I figure we should continue pushing, figure out what the hell they're looking for, and the more we understand about what they're looking for, the more we can have leverage. It's that thing that you use to lift things in your fancy dancing magic shows.
Billy,
leverage.
While you guys are all discussing, a woman walks up off the street to Chaz Laserstorm and starts jumping up and down. Oh my God, it's Chaz Laserstorm! It's Chaz!
Before you can react, I walk up and just push my arm against the shoulder and just step away from the
question.
merchandise.
Grakees, question: is she hot?
Yes.
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 Seamus, you let her through. It's fine.
Yeah, she's all of
my demeanor instantly changes when he says let her through. Right this way, lady.
She comes up to you. I've always wanted your autograph. Please, please, and gives you a really big hug.
Oh. Well, and anything for a fan. Yeah, so I give her my autograph and ask, so what are you doing now?
I need to go for now, but thank you. And she takes off. Roll notice.
Okay.
Can I roll notice?
So that's.
As she runs away,
you can roll notice too.
I'm just gonna go smooth.
Oh. Okay.
Smooth.
Notice is a. What was it? A 4, right? Yeah.
I rolled a 4 total. So
1d4 plus 1d6 for mental. Let's see what I notice. Another fucking 1! Are you kidding me?
Wow!
I'm right there with you.
I think in this case, Seamus is kind of checking out her ass as she walks away.
Well, luckily this isn't a complication situation. However,
I throw up again.
Yeah, Reginald does. So
Man,
Chaz and Seamus both rolled 1s on this, right?
We all, Seamus, Reginald, and me, Chaz.
I didn't care. It's just some random group.
He wasn't paying attention.
And Reginald,
Situational
this was
awareness,
more of a
maybe.
direct contact situation. So luckily for you, you're still woozy and you puke again. You're just off throwing up in a trash can. Something going. Blah. But for Chaz and Seamus, both of you have a non-detachable communication device complication now. It was just going to be a communication device, but however, you can't get rid of it.
A non-detachable.
So you can't remove the device.
Is that a
When you mean
D6 as well?
non-detachable, are you talking about
You
it's really, really hard to detach it? Or
yeah, it's difficult.
No, it's like
you're gonna have to step down that communication device to get rid of it. It's gonna take some work. It's a complication because you would have to step down the device. You'd have to use things to actually remove it. You have to take some deliberate effort.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And you both hear a voice coming through and everything else.
And we don't notice it, right? We don't notice that.
You don't notice that you have it and everything else. You just hear a voice out of nowhere now.
So it can talk to us now too?
That's why the communication device is there, and that's what just happened.
Son of a
So, do Billy and I hear the voice?
No, just Seamus and Chaz.
What's it saying?
So, I'm throwing up in a trash can. Billy's helping.
Billy's not
I'm
giving
just
a crap.
standing there just being like,
And Chaz and
"You blew
Seamus,
up
you
your
hear a
own
voice
room.
coming through.
I'm not going to help you when you blew up your own room.
All right.
Billy's right. You don't know what the effects of the gas are without us correcting it because we have these specifics of what we've done. You simply need to find the location of Lee Incorporated's medical charities and retrieve the formula that we've requested.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of this corporate espionage.
Well,
So
guys, I
hear
have
them-
voices.
I hear them talking. I hear them talking to each other. Like, just
So, did anybody else just hear that? I just want to know.
all I heard was in the trash can. What were you talking about?
Okay, so nobody else heard that?
I heard it. I heard it. I was there. I heard it.
Son of a...
Like brushing off my suit.
I was hoping I was just hallucinating. Okay. All
You
right,
do
Billy,
tend to
you
hallucinate,
win.
Chaz.
Let's figure out what the hell is going on. Let's find this thing and be done with it. Tired of it.
Are you hearing voices now?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not crazy?
Well,
He's
I
not
was
the
hoping
only
that I
one,
was,
Billy.
but if Seamus heard it too...
Well, Seamus is crazy, so that's a little bit different.
You are talking
Right,
about the
right.
same voice we heard in the room, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's the same
telling
one.
us
You
that-
definitely
I'm
recognize
just
it.
making sure that Chaz and I heard the same thing, like character-wise.
Okay.
That's what I heard. Yes.
Okay.
All right, so this is where my experience in the military comes in handy. What we need here is a base of operations to work out of while we're figuring everything out. Now, does
Sounds
Mr.
good.
Fancy Pants, Mr. Puke Pants, and Mr. I Hate the Alliance Pants, any of you three have a place around here that I've never been here before?
We'll go to the hotel that I typically stay at, and I'll get a suite.
Okay, you guys can easily find that hotel on the directory. You know
As we're
where
walking,
you are. It's a
I
core
wanna-
planet.
As we're walking, I want to ask Billy about what military he served in exactly, and kind of inquire about that part of his background.
I'm pretty straight and to the point. Just Alliance was a mechanic. Not much options. That's all I say. If he tries to inquire even more, I'm just going to say Alliance mechanic. I didn't have much options.
All right.
So so I'm gonna ask Reginald, like, so what's your deal, dude?
Have you ever heard of the Albion shipping conglomerate?
Grakees, have I ever heard of the Albion shipping conglomerate?
It's a name you would have seen on shipping containers here and there. It's pretty commonly spread
And-
across different.
Yeah, you're
worlds.
like one of those. Yeah, you're kind of.
Can I roll
like a huge shipping?
to maybe have like that shipping company handle the shipping to the station where I lived, that kind of stuff, so I know more about it?
You can roll to see if you ever heard of a crate there. Yeah, because you were a little bit
Is
further
that just
outside the
mental,
core.
or is that
Mental
no? Or
and
is that...
mental and no, we'll say.
Okay, so that's 2d6.
My parents are one of the biggest partners in the conglomerate.
Roll 5.
Nope. There were no containers with those names on your station.
I was on track to join the Alliance as a pilot when I met a trader from the Fringe Worlds, and I decided I wanted to do that. So my parents gave me what they considered a small trust fund. Translation, I can buy a couple of ships a year.
So, all right, cool.
Yeah, so
How small is this trust fund?
paid off a mortgage or two with it on a couple of planets for people. I don't like using it. I want to try to make my own way, but I did owe you a set of clothes.
So, like, you're rich.
Right.
Then. Like,
Got a rich kid and a rich
Right.
kid and a crazy man.
I go
You and
over
me,
and
like,
hand
right
him
here.
a business card as well. Just kind of put it in his pocket and just tap it, and just in case.
Well, thank you. I tend to not do that well shooting or getting shot at.
all right. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Reggie. Jameis, you're, doing a... Well, you did let that communication device get on me, so, we're going to have a chat about that, but...
Right. I told her not to approach you. You were the one who said it was okay.
Right, but, I don't really pay attention to anything. You're going to learn this. So you got to,
So I'm not only the guy who shoots for you, but I listen for you. I look out for you. What, am I your eyes, ears, and guns?
Well, I don't need your guns, really.
Sorry. I kind of flex.
I got
like,
them right
and my
here.
suit tightens on my arms. What, these guns? Because, I have strength 10, so my physical's 10, so I'm like pretty ripped, right?
I don't want to get into it right now. All I'm saying is it will be on your report, and, it will be reflected accordingly.
Try to do better in the future.
That's all I want to hear.
And you guys at this point have arrived at the hotel you were looking for and everything else. It's fancy. It's large. It's got casino floors and everything else. Essentially, this section of Ariel that you're on, think Vegas Strip 500 years from now.
Okay.
So you've got hotels everywhere, you've got theaters, you've got casino floors, people all over the place. It never stops. It's 24/7.
Okay.
So this is definitely an entertainment district, which is exactly where Chaz would be staying.
Right. So I go up to the front desk and get a suite.
Yep. Yep, you can... Oh, Mr. Laserstorm, of course. I'm sorry, but you can't book the theater this week. We can give you a room.
I'm well aware that I can't book the theater here.
Yes. JD is here, so... He's performing his show. We know that you don't like that, but you can have your room.
All I need is the suite.
A performer he doesn't like? I might actually have to go see this show.
He uses no doves in his show. None. How can you have
I've seen your
quality magic show without doves?
You can see a giant poster off in the corner that just says JD in a scrawled sort of handwriting across the bottom. A man in a purple and black suit with doves behind him as Chaz is saying he doesn't use doves.
Son of a bitch.
Now I gotta see this act.
We'd love to find you tickets, but it's sold out.
Just give me my room.
They hand you a room key and sort of like
I take it for him and
look away and just they know, they can feel how much you hate this other person.
All right, we go. I go up to the suite. I don't know what everybody else does, but I go up to the suite.
I'm gonna try to see.
I do like the security guard thing, like I walk for him, I open the door for him.
I'm gonna see if there's a place I can buy some medication for the massive headache I have right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's stores. Yeah, there's stores.
I just tell the front desk to send up a medical kit.
That also works. Yep. Yeah.
Is there a place I can get on the Cortex around here?
Oh yeah, easily. There's public terminals. It's a suite, so he has terminal stations right in the room. So
when we get towards the suite, I'll say, well, we're walking towards it. We say, like, remember the name of that enterprise again? I remember that sounded familiar.
Lee.
Lee.
Yeah.
You guys can remember Lee pretty easily.
Leon of Lee.
Lee Han of Lee Incorporated.
Lee Incorporated. All right, so we should probably do some research to figure out what this guy is.
I
know you rich boys probably have had your fancy tea parties with him or something, but we should probably do some research before trying to break into a place we have no idea. Well, I don't know. Maybe you have an idea.
Okay.
Maybe we just walk up, but that's something we need to figure this out.
Right. Before you do that, can I get step down? Can I help Reggie step down his complication?
You can
concussion?
try.
Okay. What? So do a
That chuckle made it very scary. What, are you
mental
going to transfer the
treat
concussion
or
over?
mental no treat kind of deal.
For you, it'd be like mental distinction treat.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do right. So I'm gonna put on my my orange, red, and yellow hat. So I got a
And
D6.
you also get that as well.
Right.
You can
So I
describe this hat for everyone if you want.
Well, no, it's only. So where do I get the specialization then?
Don't you have? Let me pull your character sheet up.
It's only for animal wounds.
Your distinction specifically is. Yeah, you have the distinction name. It's right in the name of the distinction. Medical student.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry. Oh, that okay. I finally understand that part now. All right.
Yes, distinctions are if you can role play the situation, the distinction will apply.
All right, so I'm gonna step that down to a D4.
Okay.
And take a plot point.
Oh God.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about this because I have an 8, an 8, and a 6, and then a 4. So an 8. Oh, fuck's sake! Good God. 8 and 8. A 6. Oh God. Oh, a thank and a 4.
Okay.
7.
Reginald, Chaz thinks it's a good idea to try treating a concussion with slapping again to see if that will get it out of your system. So he figures that you might be just faking what's going on. You might be too nervous. So he's doing one of those things like snap out of it.
Hold on. It's a 7 out of a maximum of 14. Come on.
The 1.
It's an average roll.
It's a 1. You complication.
Right, but okay, so yeah, feel free. Yeah, give it to him. That's cool.
So basically, it just steps you up to a D8 concussion from a D6.
No, I'm at a D10 now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right. You slapped him, so he's at a D10 concussion. He's really concussed. You are a bad doctor.
I swear, this is the first time. This has never happened to me before.
Did the med kit get sent up?
He's just trying to score pain meds is what Chaz is thinking.
Right.
Did the med kit get sent up?
Yes, the med kit's sent up at this point.
I'm going to open it. This universe is equivalent of like 600 milligrams of ibuprofen.
They actually in the med kit, and it's well labeled, are drugs to step down a concussion. That there are things to help with the effects of a concussion, which was going to step you down one. So, if you choose to take it, you're back to D8.
Yeah, I'm going to take one of those and eye Chaz like he's an idiot.
Hey, I got a plot point out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, both you and Reginald got one too for getting hit with that complication. So you guys got some plot points.
Do we get plot points for all complications, or
if you get hit with a complication, yes, it's a plot point.
So I should have 3 plot points.
Yeah, I have 3.
Start with 1. So.
Oh, then I have 4.
You start with 1?
You do start with 1.
Each
session you start with 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have 4 now.
Well, these guys are playing Three Stooges with medicine. I'm going to.
I'm not.
I'm going to go into one of the terminals and start trying to look up Luhan.
Lehan.
And Lee Corporation.
Lee Incorporated.
Lee Incorporated.
Lee Incorporated. So I started looking those names up, trying to see, where they are on aerial, all those kind of like the details of trying to do as much research as possible on this stuff.
You look up the name and you get flooded with information, because if someone was able to incorporate the name of Lee with everyone out there with that name, they were one of the first. This is one of the first families in the Corps. They go back a long time, and they are.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm specifically looking for like information of them on aerial and what they're doing.
They are all over the place on aerial. They have dozens of offices all over. that are listed
Okay.
on there.
And is there anything that's specifically listed for like medical or drug research?
Oddly, no.
Okay.
I want to call my agent and see if he can set up a meeting with the entertainment part of this corporation.
That your agent can pull off. Chaz, baby, what's going on? Haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, long story, long story.
It's always a
listen,
long story. We're used to it over here. We got your back.
Look, I need
You got a payment. I don't know where the hell this is from, but it is a big fucking payment that you just got. What did you do? What kind? Was this a private show or something? Was it those twins that you met?
I wish. No, it was a private show of a sort. Listen, I need you to set up a meeting with the folks over at Lee Incorporated. I want to talk to them about their. I'd like to talk to them about their medical.
Tell them you want to host a charity show.
Right, exactly. I want to host a charity show. Well, I can't really do that.
Chaz,
I need
charity,
to talk. I want to
the
talk.
hell?
I want to talk to them about their medical charity initiative. I'd like to be a part of it in some way.
Are you feeling all right?
Listen, don't question me. Just do it.
All right. Whatever you say, I'm on it. I'm still getting my 10%, though.
And call me when you get the meeting immediately.
10% base rate. Don't forget. And the call disconnects.
Just do it.
So
Can I check if I've received a payment?
You
Is there a way
can.
that
Yeah, you can check your bank funds right through the Cortex.
I'd like to do that.
You've received your base wages, essentially.
All right.
So what you were making for private security and stuff has been transferred into your account.
I don't know what that is, but
We're not getting specific with the money amounts in this thing. It's sort of,
yeah.
Is this within what I could do? Yeah, all right. Hey, I'll let you do it.
Yeah, okay.
I asked Chaz. Chaz, you know about this place. You've been here before, right?
Yeah.
How good is the booze here? Like, are we talking like the kind of stuff that I couldn't afford if I had 17 lifetimes to earn what I normally earn, or are we talking about like fancy but cheap? This place seems like fancy but cheap to me. I don't know.
We could have this we could have this conversation, and I could tell you can't afford it, or I can just say put it on my tab, and we can not talk anymore.
That works.
Is there,
That works
is
for me.
there alcohol in the room?
Just
like, is
make
there,
sure that you bring me a bottle.
It's a suite. There's a full stocked bar.
Okay,
All right.
so I walk to the bar and grab the fanciest looking bottle of scotch that I can find, or bourbon. I'll look for bourbon specifically, pick up the bottle, and just kind of slip it over his shoulder into his hand.
My hand? Or his
Yeah.
hand? Okay. I'm just like, all right, cool. Once we get that whole thing worked out, call me. I'm going to go relax a little bit. I go find like a chair and I just start drinking it straight from the bottle.
You can't
so,
do that. You're
After he walks away,
you're
I
drunk
go to
now,
Chaz. It's
but-
like, you told me to make your life less complicated.
perfectly fine. And help yourself. I'd like to try and step down Reggie's complication again.
You have enough time to try and treat him if Reggie will allow it, or you can wait until he's asleep and try then.
Before you hit me again,
Trust me.
can I at least eat something so there's something to throw up?
Look, you don't want that. You don't want that. Just sit still, okay? We're all right. Let's see here. We got a D8, a D8, 3 D8s, 4. You know what? I'm gonna do 4 D8s for you. How about that? We'll do that.
You can bundle those.
6. Son of a bitch.
I'm not gonna complicate it again.
Okay, 6, 7. All right, that's a 13 we got there. 13.
It's not quite enough unless you spend a plot point.
I feel bad. I'll spend a plot point.
All right, you're stepped down on your concussion. And it's only because his concussion's been around so long that it had a nasty little difficulty.
So
now it'll be a lot easier to treat.
So he's at a D6 now.
Yes, he's down to a D6 now.
Okay.
So he's back to about where he started before you slapped him around.
Like I said, I felt bad. So.
You remembered your textbooks from back at medical school and you remembered, oh, yes, don't slap. It said don't on there. So, yeah, you guys can be down for the night while the agent is doing that. You can do anything you want about town if you want. You have a few hours.
Can I do something about the Alliance security tail?
You
don't
can.
know
You don't even know
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even know it exists right now.
So I'd have to roll a notice to see if there's like cops outside my door.
Basically, if they are outside the door.
On Mr. Laserstorm's tab, I'm going to order the biggest meal I've had in months, and then get progressively shit-faced on the nice booze.
I would like to order the same, so I can do that.
I'm gonna go
floppy way.
I grab the nicest the nicest bottle of scotch on the bar that Billy hasn't inhaled, and I go into the bedroom. I'm gonna lay down and wait for the call.
All right.
I get some grilled cheese and some soup.
I just want something that doesn't come up hurting.
Yeah, I don't think I could do anything about that accidental inhale either. So that non-detachable comm device is also going to be a bitch to step down, isn't it?
Is that you got? You mean that kind of device?
Is that you, God?
Yeah, so, all right, you guys can spend the night just hanging out in the room, drinking, getting to know each other a bit better, or not, if you choose not to, and just
I'd like to
sit in a corner and drink.
Conversations with Billy, if he's not too shit-faced.
I mean, when I get shit-faced, I get loose. So if you're trying to talk to me, I'll tell you more when I'm absolutely shit-faced.
Right, so I think one of the first questions is like, so you mentioned you're part of the Alliance as an engineer.
I was part of the Alliance as an engineer.
And that changed because?
Didn't want to be part of the Alliance as an engineer anymore.
So you agree with me that the Alliance isn't the best?
I don't care about the Alliance. I don't care about whatever crazy mumbo-jumbo freedom fighter thing you're looking for. I just didn't want to be part of that bullshit anymore. I got tired of seeing too many raiders and too many crazy things. I've had to swing a damn wrench as a weapon too many damn times. I just wanted to do something other than get involved in the kind of shit we're getting involved in now.
All right. How long has it been since I went into the room, Grakees?
Now for their conversation, maybe half an hour.
All right. I come back out and I crash on the couch. Couldn't sleep.
This part is all you guys. This is story plot point time.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
I want to see if I can do something about. Do we know about the comm? Do we know about the comm device?
Yeah.
Can I?
You two are relatively certain there's one. You can try.
Before you do that, let me do a no on removing comm devices.
You can do that as a doctor.
Oh,
so it's an 8.
Can I do that too as well?
You could try to figure that out.
Is that a mental and a no?
Yeah, that'd be mental and no.
That would be 2d6 for me. Oh my lord! I rolled an 11.
16.
Damn. All right, Chaz.
Why'd you roll 4 times?
Because he has medical knowledge on how to remove different devices and implants.
Right, okay. And mental knowledge, no treat, and I have a medical student as well. So,
Chaz, you're pretty certain you could get rid of it without any much of a complication. Seamus, you know of such devices, but you know that they're difficult and take specialized skill to get rid of.
I'm gonna remove mine then. Do I need to roll for that?
You don't. You rolled high enough that you actually Yeah, 16 actually got a big damn hero die.
Okay, fantastic.
So,
and that's an 8. Is that right?
Yeah.
Another. Okay.
Yeah. I did not expect that.
I'd also like to examine Seamus.
You can.
Okay, so do I do a notice or?
This is a notice to figure out where it is.
Okay. Then,
By the
so
way,
with an 11, do I not spot it myself, and can I point it out to him?
No, you didn't spot it.
Can I get a treat die as well on that?
What was that?
Can I get a treat die and can I do the 3/8?
Yeah, this would be a treat.
3/8 and a 4.
Yep.
Because okay, cool.
All right, so while they're doing all that thing, I'm going to start talking to Reginald because he mentioned he was a pilot. I'm going to start nerding out with him about engines and ships and stuff like that, asking what kind of ships he's flown and his experience with blah 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 blah. We're just just chit chat with the pilot.
I'm going to tell you a
I
great story.
rolled an 11 Grakees with a 1 though.
The 1 means that I'm not going to let you spot where it is. You're pretty certain by the way he was talking about how he heard it. It's the same device. You're just not sure exactly where she put it on him.
Okay.
So you can't. If you can,
I can't
figure out where it is, but
I can.
You don't know.
So,
where
but
it
I
is.
can remove it if I find it.
Yeah. Or he finds it and is able to point out specifically where it is.
So,
what would I roll to try and find it myself? Like
you already tried with your notice before.
well, he
can try again later, but he did it once over and he's like, where is, and he had no idea. Nothing looked out of place. And
okay.
I'm assuming because I only touched it with my hand, I'm like staring at my hand because that's the only place I can think that she put it, but no, it's not anywhere on here.
Oh, so my complication's gone then, right?
Yeah, you got rid of the comm device complication.
I don't have. Do I have another complication?
I don't.
But wait, if it's non-detachable at a D6, did he just remove it or step it down?
Wait, no, I didn't get you with gas. Only Seamus has gas.
Right.
You guys are fully exposed. I can do things.
I mean, shouldn't I mean I probably shouldn't mention this, but shouldn't we all kind of have the complication? Since we got it full bore.
Seamus has an accidental inhale complication. You guys have an unknown complication that I haven't listed.
Okay.
So that's metagame.
Right.
You guys don't know, but there's an unnamed complication in there.
Got you.
That's why I was looking at my sheet. I'm like, I know you have another one because I've got notes and everything else. I'm like, you've got it. Oh, God, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Story time with Reginald? Is that we're going to have that?
Yeah, right now you're doing story time with Reginald.
I mean, at the same time, we know that we have, this gas.
You were exposed to it.
So.
You know you were exposed to gas.
Right. Cool.
I'm telling stories that's making poor Billy cringe because I'm talking about on vector thrust engines, flipping them around to do a 0-point turn.
Breaking all of the engines in the process. And
yeah, essentially doing a, oh shit, we really shouldn't be going that way turn.
Yeah.
And blowing out everything but the thrusters doing it.
Yeah.
Was that your primary buffer panel?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Seamus, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, Seamus has been mighty quiet.
What do you want to know?
Oh,
I
now
dropped
that
the
you're
Irish
some
accent.
sort of-
My character's dropped the Irish accent as well now, by the way, because he only does that for attractive women and people he doesn't know.
I just interject with, well, we know you're some sort of alliance rebel or something like that.
Right? I could give you the whole story, but that might take a while. I don't know if you want to hear the entire story.
Why don't you just give us the Cliff's Notes version?
So, I grew up on a station called Branson's Mark Orbital. Branson Mark is the moon that orbits Shadow, which in turn orbits Murphy in the Georgia system. You all know.
Yeah, we know what Georgia is.
Yeah,
Okay.
they know
Making
that.
sure.
That's
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what he's talking about, but yeah, my character would know.
yeah. And
I
Billy, roll a no.
What? Me? Okay.
Yeah, roll a no in mental.
Yep, 9.
You beat the 8. You remember serving on that station.
Okay.
So you won't... You can either choose to let that information out, or
I'm not telling him.
Yeah.
I kind of touched the security, like the security officer pin that my dad had on my suit jacket, and say, well, I lived my life to honor my father, who was one of the few security staff on Branson Mark Orbital. And when the Alliance showed up, we tried to hold them off as long as we could, but they were killing everyone. They killed innocents. They fought through the station. I've been in 0G for days at a time, and I've been without oxygen for maybe 8 to 10 minutes at a time as well, just because they were destroying the station that I lived on, just because they couldn't accept that we didn't want them there. And ever since, I abandoned the station, and I've been traveling the verse, protecting those who can't protect themselves against the Alliance.
I say, dude, you're not Irish.
Right. I kept the accent in case, there's a lass that likes an Irishman. I lost the accent in cases of me being on Alliance planets because they remember the Callahans. I've killed people. This accent doesn't get you far in Alliance space.
And these are
But I'm as
things-
Irish as they get.
And these are things you shouldn't say in clothing shops on Alliance-held worlds.
Generally
If I can't voice my opinion on the way the Alliance clothes themselves, then that's just another proof of the way that the Alliance treats people.
I'll drink to that. I just heard you drunk.
At this point, Billy,
I
you're
have
pretty
not-
much going to pass
I
out.
have-
I have
I
eaten
am-
what Billy has eaten because he ordered that giant meal, and I ordered a second one of those for myself, but I have not drunk a single drop of alcohol. As un-Irish of me as that is, I want to make sure that if someone is at that door, I can shoot them in the face without having to roll because I'm drunk.
I'm just playing my character. I don't know what you're talking about.
So is
No,
he.
but that's my character. That's my character. Like, I want to drink, but at the same time, I'm currently employed by Chaz Laserstorm to protect his life.
By Chaz Laserstorm
You,
LLC.
you keep thinking that.
We had an agreement.
Dude.
I don't feel safe enough to let myself get shit-faced.
I don't have anything about a contractual paper on my DM sheet.
I'll draft one of those in the morning.
He's apparently a security guard and a notary public.
I have no law, so
Well, Seamus, what I would say is let's take this little mission here as a trial run, and we'll see how things work
How
out.
things work out.
I just don't want to get shit-faced in case someone knocks on that door with the intent to shoot any of us.
So, Seamus, you seem to know your way around a gun.
Yes.
Could you teach me to shoot one day?
Are you looking to learn how to shoot a pistol? SMG?
I'm
Pistol,
Assault rifle?
presumably?
at this point. I'm kind of partially paying attention. I hear the word shoot. It's like I could teach you how to shoot. Just offhanded. Just kind of
Billy's
laying
3
down on
sheets
bed.
to the wind.
I pull out.
I think I was
pull
3
out
sheets to
the
the wind
Callahan
5 sheets
special.
ago at this point.
I pull out the Callahan special, make sure there's take all the ammo out of it, clear it, and field strip it and put it back together as if it's like a puzzle for a 4-year-old, right?
Yep.
And put it back in the holster, and then say, "I could teach you a lot more than how to shoot a pistol."
Okay, I just... When I
Show
get
off.
back on the ship, they took me off a ship. I want to have a small pistol and know how to use it.
All right, so right here I think is a good point to take a break if anyone needs a break.
I need a break.
Yep, I figured as much and everything else. So we're going to go over to the Firefly role-playing little waiting screen, and the players here are going to take a quick break if they need to. I'm just going to put on some music for everyone out there. So guys, take your break now, relax, that sort of thing. But your mics will still be live because I'm putting on music for them. So.
Well,